think I might do, I think. Might be a little bit of lag. Not sure why. My connection seems a little bit. Leave it as it is. Oh, everybody. I apologise if I'm a little bit laggy and don't know why, but my internet connection is very, very slow. I'm not sure why. Could be because it's maybe busy, or there's maybe something might need to be updated on the computer. We'll just see how it goes. I've no idea if anybody's available. I shared this all over on social medias. So if anybody wants to pop on and say hello, this is just a general chat, by the way. I am bored at my tits. I can't. Well, I don't really want to go out because it's miserable today. It was raining yesterday. So yeah, I've got nothing else to do. So I thought, why the hell not? Come on here for a bit, because I've not done a live stream on this channel for a little bit. I know it's a bit early in the day. Yeah, I know it's a little bit early in the day. It's about, time we on 1:25 in the afternoon, which I usually do these live streams a bit later on in the day. But if nobody's on, it doesn't matter. This will go up for people to watch later, anyways. So I'll just see how it goes. If anybody somehow sees that I'm available and on, then they can, by all means, hello to that one person. No one's watching now, which somebody was watching and somebody's not. So anyway, probably somebody that's not even subscribed to me, no doubt. It's probably just one of those things. Doesn't matter. And I'm back again. All right. All right. To do this, which is good. I don't know where it's going, like. Right then. Hey, we've got people in the chat. Oh, bloody hell, Fav. Bloody hell, that was quick. Jesus Christ. Literally took my head. And one like. Hello, Sleeping Collectibles. Good morning. Hope all is well. Good afternoon from the UK. Yeah, I am well. Thank you very much. Hope all is going well with you. Sleeping Collectibles. Decepticon King. Hi, man. Love you, man. I love you too, Decepticon King. Sleeping Collectibles. Hey, Decepticon. How's everybody doing? How is everybody on this fine, miserable day? How's the weather like everywhere else? I know this is a British thing, asking how the weather is. But the British are literally obsessed. Us British, us English are literally obsessed with the weather. I don't know why we're so obsessed. We are literally one of the wettest, and somehow when it rains, we are really, really surprised by it. But anyway, how's the weather like? What's going on? Decepticon Queen, hello. Just sending Jace your money for Barricade to send it over. But hey, okay, no problem. Thank you. It's still for you. Sleeping Collectibles. It is very UK here. Rainy. Great. Okay. Must be one of those things because the weather's been really, really crap the last couple of days here. Decepticon King. Oh, okay. I'll do that now. Bit of lag, sadly. Yeah, I do apologise if there's any lag during this stream. I don't know what's going on, but my connection is very, very, very weird. It took ages to load up YouTube, and it took a little bit of time for it to recognise my webcam to do the stream. So yeah, I don't know why. I've got plenty of I've got like 4 out of 5 bars signal strength, so that's decent enough. So I do apologize for any lag. I really do. I can't do much about it. This computer I'm using, the desktop, Sam broke it. Sam broke this desktop computer by thinking it was a good idea, putting a different software on it, thinking it would do better for the computer and the specs of the computer. And in what he did there is he ended up kind of messing it up, and this computer didn't have an operating system for a small time. Luckily, we managed to rectify it. We put Windows 7 or whatever it is back on, because this is literally a Windows 7, Windows 8 machine that I'm using, so it's very obsolete now, even though Windows 7 is actually very good compared to Windows 10. But no, so yeah, Sam broke it initially, and I think that's possibly why I've got a bit of lag, because it's still not 100%. But I need to get a new computer. I keep saying this. I've been saying it for the past 5 years. I need a new computer, and it just hasn't come to, it just hasn't come my way. I'm hoping to treat myself to a new computer at some point. I'm not a PC gamer. All right, I'm not a PC gamer, but I want a computer that is decent enough for me to do video editing, do live streams, so I can have multiple people on, so I can get like a bit of software from a computer, so that I can actually do live streams and have more than one person on. So it's not just like me all the time. I could have my mate Sam. We could have like a stream talking about TF Nation in the future. We could have literally special guests. If anybody wants to come on, like Decepticon King or anybody else in the chat right now, or whoever follows me can join us and we can have a little chat. But that, I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm hoping probably in the next couple of months, so if I can get some money together, I might treat myself, because obviously TF Nation's not happening this year. So, but I am hoping to do Scotland towards October. Frank Welker and Peter Cullen at Edinburgh Comic Con, Scotland Comic Con, whatever it is. Just have to cooking. Not now, but I'll need your PayPal details, man. I can sort it. No worries, man. I'll send you all that over once I'm finished with this. That's cooking. Oh, Sam, what's he done? That's Queen. It's been wet, windy here, but it's sunny today. TF fan page 101. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, it's been really, really crap weather, hasn't it? The last couple of days. I was kind of thinking to myself, should I go into Hull City Centre and maybe go and see a film or something, to, because obviously today's a day off. I was off yesterday as well. I'm back at work tomorrow. So, but yeah, I can't really be bothered to go all the way into town today. So I thought do this instead for an hour or so. TF fan page 101. I'm all right. You? I'm very well, thank you. Well, as much as it can be. I'm just happy that things are slowly here in the UK. Things are starting to slowly reopen up. I'm really happy that we can finally go and see a film now. At the moment, we've been able to go and see a film for the past week now or so. So I went to see my first film called Spiral, which is part of the Saw franchise. So with Chris Rock, I think it is. Is it Chris Rock? I can't remember. But anyway, so I went to see Spiral with my mate Sam, which was the first film I went to see at the cinema for over a year. The film itself was okay. I'm more of a fan of the original Saw films because I love torture porn. Torture porn? I am so sorry. That was live. I did not mean that. I love torture horror. That was what I was trying to say. I really apologize for that. Anyone out there? I like torture, horror. There we go. So I like anything that's bloody and gory and nasty. That's going to backfire on me. Someone's going to probably record that little bit and probably make a looped video for like 10 hours or something and upload it. I can see that happening. Anyway. TF fan page. It's been raining on sun all week. Never just sticking to it. Yeah. Pelican King. Hey. Pelican King. Those new toys due for Beast Wars are gorgeous. Yeah. I've been really, really, really happy. Really quite impressed with the Kingdom Beast Wars toys. I've got a couple on pre-order still through, I think, Kapow. Yeah, I think it is Kapow. I've got Scorponok pre-ordered, and what's the other one I've got pre-ordered? Can't remember the name of the other one I've got pre-ordered now. But anyway, so I've got two. I've got, I think, one or two Beast Wars figures pre-ordered, and I've also got bloody hell, Galvatron. There we go. Got Kingdom Galvatron pre-ordered as well. So I've got a few figures pre-ordered for later on in the year. I know apparently I've seen people literally posting them. So like people in Canada and America have already had. I've seen people literally posting Scorponok, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too much longer for Scorponok. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely love the figures, the Beast Wars figures that have come out. I mean, Dinobot is amazing. Airazor's amazing. Yeah, so Primal, Megatron. Megatron's my favourite out of the Kingdom Beast Wars toys so far. But I'm interested for Galvatron. I actually, you know what? Surprisingly, I don't have a Galvatron toy in my collection at the moment. I used to have Cybertron Galvatron years ago. I sold that, and I don't have a Galvatron in my collection at the moment. So it's going to be nice to have a new, up-to-date Galvatron, and especially that it's more like movie accurate. So has anybody in the chat been buying any new toys lately? Anything on your wish list? Anything that you're hoping to pick up some point in the future? I mean, I really want to pick up some of these Studio Series figures, the 86 Studio Series. They just announced a new Sharkicon, and the Nor figure. They've just announced a new one of that. Looks more like the 86 movie. Really nice. They've just announced Retgar, movie accurate Retgar. They just announced. What else did they announce? Obviously, there's Cup. There's Hot Rod, Rodimus. What else was there for the 86? I can't remember now, but yeah, they look really nice. I know there's a Jazz as well, isn't there? But for some reason, I love Jazz as a character, but I think the 86 Studio Series Jazz figure does not look as nice as compared to the others we've seen released. It just looks like there's a lot of open panels, like not as much dense complete to me when I look at a photo. I think the last really nice Jazz toy that I've seen that's more based off the G1 kind of concept was, I think, a Generations Jazz. I think it was Generations 2.0 or something like that, where it was like it looked like a Porsche or something like that, and it had like little speakers that came out the doors. I can't remember what. I think it was Generations, like an early Generations toy. and that was literally a beautiful jazz. That really was. But yeah, I'm definitely up for getting Retgar, because I don't have a Retgar in my collection either. I used to have animated Retgar years ago. Again, sold. But it'd be nice to get an 86 accurate Retgar, because Retgar's awesome. So yeah, see how things go. We want Scourge. Retgar is a must. Don't be stupid. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the thing is though that I must admit, right? I don't know if anyone else in the chat that's watching will agree with what I'm about to say, but I have to say this, that I am pretty impressed by how much quality we are actually getting at the moment with our toys. Now, I did a video on this channel going back about 3 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was kind of like asking people, are they happy with their toys they've been buying lately? I know Jace, Decepticon King, you commented saying that you had a toy that you got and it was the QC problems were not very good on it or something. But I have heard a couple of people, there's been a couple of instances where they've bought a new toy and it's either had 2 left feet or 2 right feet, and it's had like issues where something has broken, like a panel's broken or a leg's come off or something. I have seen a little bit of that, but luckily, touch wood, I've not had any issues with any of my new toys. The only, if they are a little bit too stiff within the joints department, because nearly everything on my new Kingdom stuff, all the Kingdom figures I've got, the first time transforming them, they are really quite stiff to the point where I feel like I'm going to shear off something, like a peg off a leg or something, because of how, literally how, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a stiff joint. I know that might sound really bad coming over, but but there's nothing wrong with having joints that are nice and stiff, because that's good. You don't want floppy joints, because nobody likes a floppy joint. But for me, I like. But there has to be kind of. I daren't transform a lot of these new toys more than just the once for review purpose only, because I've got like I just reviewed Cyclonus. I transformed him for the first time since buying him through that review, that video I did of him, and everything on him was so stiff. I was like moving that bit, then I had to prise that bit open because it wouldn't prise naturally, and I felt like I was forcing things, even though the pressure on it. But I felt that it was putting stress on the figure, even though that's how it was how it transformed. So yeah, I think there's a little bit too much where they need to really watch the joints on a lot of the future figures that they release. TF fan page 101. Someone's sending jazz, and once I get it, that wave is done. Nice one. The quality isn't perfect, but the figures are better than they were with Power of the Primes, to be honest. Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah. There was some okay figures through the Power of the Primes. I think for me, out of that trilogy line that they did for Power of the Primes and Titan Returns and so on, I think Titan Returns was the better line. Even though saying that, I wasn't massively, I didn't really see the point of every character being a headmaster, because it doesn't make any sense. Like Optimus Prime was not a headmaster. Pretty much nearly about 80% of the characters are not headmasters. But yet they made headmasters out of every single toy, because of that's what that line was. I don't really see the point of that. There's only so many figures or characters that actually did become headmasters, and then other ones became target masters. So basically, with Titan Returns, I would have liked it if like some figures were target masters only and some were headmasters. So you get like both of, so it's more accurate. But again, yeah. But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying there, TF fan page. I mean, there's been some really like the new stuff, like the new trilogy, like with Kingdom and all that. I think Kingdom, the toys for Kingdom and everything, and the 86 Studio Series toys, they look really bloody good. They are, I think, Takara, obviously, because Takara, the Hasbro are more working with Takara than like they used to do back in the day. They're more working with them, and we're getting really nice looking toys. Yes, we're paying like 20, 25 quid per toy, sometimes 50 odd quid because of the size of it, if it's a leader or you know, a bigger size toy. But we are getting some really nice toys and are really screen accurate. And I have to respect Hasbro and Takara for that, because I'm not saying it's not happened in the past. We have had some really nice close examples, some really nice toys over the years out of different toy lines that looked really good. But they are really knocking it out of the park at the moment. Yes, there has been some QC issues with certain character toys that people have had, but for the most part, I think they've been pretty good with the engineering aspect of them. Decepticon King, yep. Netflix Hound, terrible QC. I'm actually quite surprised with that, because I used to have Hound. I used to have that Hound, but I didn't have the Netflix version. I had the regular retail version, the one that came out before the Netflix version. And I had no problems with that toy. I actually quite liked the toy itself. I thought it was a nice toy. I had no issues with it. I just think, unfortunately, I think he just sadly got a batch of it, unfortunately. But that happens, unfortunately. I mean, even though they do test every figure, sometimes it is impossible to not notice, or something will get through the system, unfortunately. Even though that's not a good thing, but it happens. TF Fan 101. But I just got a few figures that blow me away recently. SS86 Hot Rod, Kingdom Black Arachnia, Cyclonus, Huffer, Warpath, and some of my favourites. I don't have Huffer and I don't have Warpath for the Kingdom line. I might pick them up. I do have Cyclonus and Black Arachnia. They are really nice toys. I've yet to review Black Arachnia. She's possibly going to be my next review, because I've got Cyclonus reviewed. I reviewed Primal and Megatron and Cheetor. So the ones that I currently still have yet to review is that. So they're the 3 Beast Wars figures that I need. But yeah, I mean, Cyclonus is the only Kingdom toy that I currently have that isn't a Beast Wars toy or character. But obviously Galvatron's coming as well, hopefully at some point soon. But I do want to pick up more. I do want to pick up a few of the 86. I never have been. The only 2 lines that I would love to complete are Transformers Prime and Beast Wars. They are literally, I don't think I'm going to have any room whatsoever. It's literally near on impossible to complete the Beast Wars line, because some toys were Japanese exclusive only, and it's very rare that they ever come on sale outside of Japan. And you may get the odd one on eBay here and there, but it's very rare. But you know, I've got a massive collection. It's not complete, but I do have quite a big collection of Beast Wars toys. I have a couple of Masterpiece, but The two masterpieces I've got for Beast Wars is Primal, two versions of the Primal mold. But I definitely want to get Masterpiece Dinobot and Megatron. And also I want to get the red convoy, fire convoy version of the Primal as well. So I've got all three molds, color variations of that mold. Because I'm a big sucker for Primal. I just love Primal for some reason. I just love the mold. Like the original toy for Primal, I've got the original 95, 96 toy. I've got the 10th anniversary version of that original 96 toy. I've got loads. I've got about 2 or 3 versions of Primal original toy, 2 masterpieces. And I've got loads. I've got loads up here. Absolutely loads. Where are we? In the chat. Oh. TF Ampage, Rat Trap's ball joint in the foot is getting warped, and I had to fix my Kingdom Beast Megatron, but that's mostly it as of recent. Okay. What happened to your Beast Wars Megatron? What was the issue there then? And what was and how did I've not actually I've transformed Megatron once. I haven't transformed Rat Trap yet, so but he is literally so small and intricate. It's much easier probably to break something on him than it is a bigger toy. At TFM page, SS86 Grimlock and Kingdom Dinobot have been my absolute favourites. Yes. Review Spot, hello. How you doing, Review Spot? Thanks for joining. TFM page. Where am I going? I've lost my spot. Just a minute. TFM page. I think Earthrise was rushed, and so they had the brunt of the issues. Yeah, most likely. And yet, ironically, we never get a Headmaster RC from the Review Spot. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, really. I mean, yeah, there has been some recent RC toys recently, but since she came on the block, her debut in the '86 movie, she's really not had much love. You know, there has been some versions of her. The animated toy, they did obviously. I don't think they ever did a G1 toy of her for some reason. But then obviously there has been a few variations of RC. Obviously there was the movie RC, but they came as triplets, didn't they? But I did not like that version at all. But no, I mean it's unfortunate. It would be nice to get a little bit more love for RC because she's a good character, RC. TFM, no, right. King. Hasbro are sorting it out. I think it costs more, but the toys are better. Yeah. TFM page 101. Technically, we did get Headmaster RC, but it was a Belair repaint instead of Chrome Dome. Yeah, I remember that. Silicon King. Wonder what will be after Earthrise. I don't know what's going to come next after the current land that's happening at the moment, like Kingdom and all that. I have no idea what's coming next, but I honestly think the future seems really bright for the Beast Wars continuity, because I know what they with the releases. I've mostly the current releases for Beast Wars comic book and everything has mostly been because of the 25th anniversary of the show. So obviously this is more of an anniversary thing, hence why we've been getting so much thrown at us recently. But to be honest, I really hope there is a little bit more love for Beast Wars, because I know there's some out there that do not like Beast Wars, and I completely understand that. That's their right. They don't have to like it. But the problem is it's been something that has that Hasbro pretty much tried to bury for a long time. They literally there's been a big long period where there was literally nothing Beast Wars related for quite a long time. Except for maybe the odd, like they did a Power of the Primes Primal, didn't they? I think it was, where it was basically a retool of Optimal Optimus, and it was just like repainted, I think. They basically did that figure a few years back, but as for an entire line being Beast Wars, it has literally been about 20 odd years. So I'm actually really happy that they are really going out their way with Beast Wars at the moment. I love Beast Wars. I absolutely love it. Decepticon Queen Pound. I'm still fuming at that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, these toys, they're not cheap, are they? I mean, when you buy them brand new, they cost about 15 to 20 quid and upwards. So when you buy a toy, you don't expect it to break in your hand through maybe just transforming it or whatever. It's not good. Decepticon King, I need to get the She-Spider, but we'll just get a masterpiece. Yeah. Okay. One thing that only affected the Netflix Hound. I was transforming ours and I barely touched the head before it popped off in my hand. Bloody hell. TF fan page 101. Warpath has already been a personal favourite Autobot. Had to get it. Was a no-brainer for me. Yeah? Okay. No problem there, man. Warpath is a great character. Decepticon King. Hound into Headmaster. Decepticon King. Warpath is brilliant. Dogcade is. Hello from Canada. Dogcades, how you doing, my friend? On a slow boat, going to take a bit. Right, okay. Decepticon King. I want a new Tarantulas and Waspinator. Yeah, I do. The thing is, I think we might get some more toys, because they've announced that there was a couple of characters from Beast Wars that I said that I would love a new toy for in the Kingdom line, and they are releasing most of them that I brought up, except a Terror for a new Waspinator and a Tarantulas. Those three I'm still waiting for an announcement for, but we've had Dinobot, we've had Scorponok announced, we've had another one announced. And everyone, all the other figures that are currently being released already. So we've had pretty much nearly all the Maximals, and not all of them, but we've had a good group of Maximals and a good group of Predacons so far. TF fan page 101. Rodimus is looking solid, but yeah, expensive, yeah. Dog Kids, doesn't work or does reply, looks okay on your end. What do you mean by that? Doesn't work or does reply look okay on your end? Everything's working alright on my end, mate. I might be a little bit all over the place, like a slight connection problem on this computer at the moment. I didn't know that. TF fan page. Decepticon King. Waspinator is in Wave 4. Tarantulas is rumoured after Kingdom. Sweet. Okay. Dog Kids. Yep, it's highlighted orange on my side. Okay, great. Oh, I didn't see that on Cybertron. Dog Kids. Ordered a few studio series. No. Hey. Yeah, you can't just buy one of that. No, you got to buy a couple of them, haven't you? TF fan page. I want Silverbolt. How can we have Black Arachnia and no Silverbolt? Yes. Here's another toy that has not had another representation of a toy besides the original one from 90, 95, 96 or whatever. So yeah, we need another Silverbolt figure. Regardless of whether he was a popular character in that series or not, some people hate Silverbolt from Beast Wars because he did pretty much did nothing. All he did was try to be a Casanova and try and pull Black Arachnia. But that's the funny part of it. And yeah, we need a Tigertron to go with Airazor, definitely. Because obviously we've got Airazor, so we need a Tigertron because they kind of have a relationship between themselves in the series, don't they? So yeah, we need those two, definitely. TF fan page, Doc Hades was trying to get the @tags in the chat and he figured it out. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, he is. Silverbolt is a great guy. I'd like a Botanica for Rattrap. Okay, okay. Tigertron's rumored with 2 listings somehow. Oh, sweet. Okay. At some point. I think they're releasing so many as part of the Kingdom line, and whatever comes next, I think they'll just release everything else. Because they're also doing the retro figures, by the way, aren't they? They're releasing the retro toys. There's only so many in the first wave, but they're releasing the original toys again. So I'm interested of how many they're going to release in the retro line. If they're only doing one line, which is I think Megatron, Primal, Cheetor, and something else, there's only about 3 or 4 of them, I think, so far. But there's some figures I don't have the original toy for. Okay, there's quite a few of them I don't have the original toy for, so I'm actually looking at that, and I might try and pick up some of them. TF fan page. I want a few Gnaws, but I also want to share him with others, so I might just get one. Okay. Anyways, okay, cool. You've got to love Aircons, they're great figures. Zidkon King, Silverbolt is ace, and he was romantic. Yeah, well, he was trying to be romantic, yeah. Dog Kids. Well, I did at least order a few more from Diff sources. Sweet. TF fan page 101. Oh god. I just realised there's a rumour of upcoming Generations Prime series figures. If they do Vehicons, I might need a ton. So are they doing another line for the Prime toys, are they? That'd be cool. The thing is, I don't think it's going to happen. But I would love Masterpiece Prime toys because they would look so good in a bigger Masterpiece scale and in Masterpiece scaling. They would look so good next to one another. They really would. TF fan page 101. Nice. I have to pre-order him soon. I still need to pre-order Kingdom Wave 3. Dog Kids. Pretty sure Hasbro knows Gnaw will be a troop builder and will supply accordingly. Yeah. Same with Retgar, definitely. Dog Kids. Have me a couple dozen Vehicons. Nice. TF fan page 101. I'm sure they will, but then again, Prime Vehicon was somehow and sadly limited, and I have. Right, okay. Masterpiece Prime toys would rock. Yeah, definitely. I don't think they're going to do it. I mean, there's been a while since they mentioned anything about Masterpiece Beast Wars toys, because they did a Masterpiece for Black Arachnia, Primal. They did 3 versions of Primal. They did Megatron and Dinobot, and they did Cheetor. They did the Black Panther, which was the Japanese recolor of Cheetor. What else did they do Masterpiece for Beast Wars? So yeah, I would like some more. Definitely a Masterpiece Pterosaur or a Masterpiece Scorponok, Waspinator. I'd love some Masterpiece scale ones for them. Masterpiece Bulkhead when? Yeah, that'd be cool to have some Masterpiece Prime figures, definitely. TFM page 101 got 1 first edition, 3 normal cars, 1 Takara car, 1 silver car, and 2 black jet Vehicons. Also 1 Jet Legion. Nice. TFM page 101. There was a third party company that planned on Masterpiece Prime figures with Knockout. Don't know what happened to them. Right, okay. I'll enjoy my first edition bulky till then. Yeah, I kind of regret. I'm probably going to get people calling me all sorts of names under the sun for this. I used to have about 3. I used to have 4 of the first edition Prime toys. I had Prime, RC, Bumblebee, and Bulkhead. Guess what? I sold them all. I shouldn't have. I should have kept hold of them. I didn't realise at the time that they would become so collectible, and I didn't realise that they would become so hard to get hold of and literally virtually impossible to buy at the moment. So yeah, I kind of regret doing that, but at the time I really needed the cash. So yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with myself for that. I wish I'd kept hold of them. Where are we in the chat? CFM page 101. Because Generations is doing so well with adult collectors, they might hold off before doing more MP Beast Wars like Rhinox. Yeah, okay. Dog Caddies have a few silver air Vehicons too. Nice. Takara, I think silver. Yeah. TFM page. I've got Prime First Edition Bulk, RC, Starscream, Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, Vehicon, and Terracon Cliffjumper. I used to have the Terracon Cliffjumper, but I had the Arms Micron version. I really like those Arms Micron figures because they're really lovely detail on them. I really want to get myself the Terracon Cliffjumper again for the Arms Micron version. It was such a nice toy. I've got a funny story about a Prime toy I got, if it's okay to share. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. It might, if it's anything really naughty, it might flag up, but I'll grant it on my end. Don't worry about it. TFM page. I've got the Arms Micron Cliff too. Nice one. Dog Kids. My actually my RC is the red fig, non-transformer, because accidentally sold her. Right. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with any of those red figures. I like the look of Soundwave, the G1 Soundwave they did. I also like the look of Prime RC. Some of them look nice, but I don't see the point. I mean, I get it; they're just high quality highly detailed action figures of the characters, but the whole idea of a transformer is that they transform, and I don't mind those big 3A, you know, them massive big 3A kind of massive big figures you can buy that literally do not transform. They're just really, really beautifully detailed. I don't mind them because they are more like a statue more than anything, more of a display thing. But as for the little figures, I don't see the point really. Let's go back. Where am I? Dog. No, where are we? Let's up to Queen. How is the switch from cigs to vape going? So far, it's going well. I think I'm on day 7 now. I think I'm 7 or 8 days now without an actual cig. So I've just been using that vapor. So I think it's going all right at the moment. So yeah, fan page 101. I went to a toy fair and asked around for Prime toys. This guy should have been my dealer. He pulls out a box in the back, and it was a Voyager Prime Nightmare Unicron, a rare repaint. Wow, nice one. Collector75, Graham, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're well. Dog Kids, only red figure I got just to fill that hole in collection, but no plans for any others. Okay, no problem. Hope you picked that repaint up, TFM. Yeah, I hope you did as well. Second half, I asked the price, and it was for $30 Canadian, normally $80. So wicked deal, right? Yeah, definitely. Not even the best part inside was a rare Matrix redeco they only made 200 of. Nice one. It's always good when that happens. I mean, there's been times where I've bought a figure that is usually really expensive and somehow managed to get it pretty cheap. It's always great when things like that happen. It doesn't happen very often. Zedskun King, any plans for tonight? No, not really. I think I'm just going to chill out, I think. I'm at work tomorrow. So I'm just going to see out what the day brings and just see. At some point, I'm going to have to probably get my head down at some point in the afternoon for a few hours. But I'm just going to see how I go. But yeah, I've got no plans. I can't watch anything on Netflix at the minute. Well, I can use my phone, but I don't like watching Netflix on my phone because the screen's too small. I like a big screen when I watch stuff. So, unfortunately, I can't watch it at the moment because I don't know if you can notice or can see behind me. You might not. My TV's missing over there. Basically, my dad has taken my TV, and we've had to put it downstairs in place of the main TV we have in the living room. I apologize. There we go. So yeah, we've had to the main big TV we got downstairs. We've had to go and get it repaired because we were getting like burn marks in the screen, and my dad still had it under warranty. So we're going to hopefully try and get it repaired for free, get a new screen fitted to it, instead of having to buy a new TV. So because of the TV's gone downstairs, my dad has taken my TV because it's a full HD TV, but it's not a smart TV. So I can't get my Netflix at the moment. So the stuff I was currently trying to watch, I can't watch. I know I can probably plug something else into it, but I can't be bothered. But yeah, that's that. But I think I'm just going to try and catch up on stuff that I'm recording at the moment. I'm recording some shows on TV that I like to watch. So I probably might catch up on a bit of that while the TV's getting fixed. Not kids. Are you even wearing trousers, John? Of course I am. I'd stand up, but I can't be bothered. TF fan page 101. I think it was the guy's dad that sold it to me. That's always the case, isn't it? The guy, the main guy who's the collector, he probably leaves the table for a second, or his dad or someone else is helping him out, don't understand anything of value of the toys, and end up selling something for not much at all. I bet when that guy heard how much he was charged for that toy, I bet the other guy, that's actually the guy who collects and buys these things, I bet he gave him a right bollocking later on in the night. I bet he gave him a right bollocking, because I bet he was like, "No, my God, you sold a figure that's worth about 200 odd quid for $30, whatever, Canadian." Oh God, I can see my dad doing that. I can see my dad selling most of my collection for a bloody £2.50 because he just doesn't understand me collecting at all. TF fan page 101. Guy sold me Revenge of the Fallen Del Ratchet, a handful of ARM Microns, Prime FE Cliff, FE Vacon, Takara Knockout, Takara Terracon Cliff, and Takara Jet Vacon. $30 for the lot. Oh my God. All of it, not separate. Bloody hell. Freaking hell, that guy was definitely out of pocket on that table because of his dad, definitely. Jesus Christ. Most of those first editions, it's so difficult to find a first edition figure at a decent price. You know what I mean? So, my God, I feel sorry for that poor guy. But it's your win at the end of the day, TF fan page. It's your win because you got all that for $30. Bloody hell. I bet that guy was absolutely... Wait a minute. I'm sure I should have earned more money than this. Why have I only got so much? That's why. TF fan page. One of the Arms Micron was for Skywarp, but it didn't come with it. But the next toy fair I went to had the Skywarp with the box, no Arms Micron. It was almost like a setup. Nice one. Well, so far this has been a pretty cool little chat. I wasn't expecting most people to be actually available at this time because it was a last minute thing doing this. It was a last minute decision because I was bored out of my skull, and I was actually quite surprised because of it. Because I started this at about 1:25 this afternoon, so I was actually expecting nobody to be around and I'd be talking to myself, but it's been great. It's been fun. TF fan page. It is funny because half an hour before I bought that big lot, I bought a FE Cliff for $30 in a box to open. After that, I had no reason to open it. King. We are gonna watch the new few unboxing later. He got HasLab Unicron. Nice one. I'd love that Unicron. I really would, but I just simply do not have the room for it. I think that goes for most people that have bought that figure. I don't think that many of them would have actually had this room for it anyways. But I generally don't. literally, he would take up a massive amount of room, to the point where I couldn't really put anything else in that place. So, unfortunately, and I have to take a loss on that. That's unfortunate, but yeah. And yeah, like dog cage, I can't justify the price. It's like £500. Yes, I understand the amount of engineering that went into it, the amount of detail, the amount of articulation, the transformation, the gimmicks. I understand there's so much gone into that toy, but it's just so fucking expensive, you know. And it's only going to go up. You're going to start getting people that have managed to get hold of loads of them and scalpel it, and you'll be paying upwards of £1,000, something like that, for one later on. Flat to 75. My Haslab Unicron is still in the box in my bedroom, annoying the wife. Dog kids. A lot more CDN currency. Yeah. Zedcon King. Unicron is such a famous TF. I love him. Yeah, he is good. TFM page. I want it, but I can't jump on it. Yeah, same here. I just can't afford 500 quid just like that. I mean, most of the thing is, most of the people that bought it pre-ordered it. So most of the people that have received theirs already pre-ordered theirs. So it's kind of like they probably had enough time to put the money together. But some people are just buying them like that, and I'm like, you must have a really well-paid job to pay just 500. I mean, £500 for me is like practically all of my monthly wage. In 1 month, that is practically all of my monthly wage. Pretty much nothing left for bills and whatever else I need to pay out that month. I literally don't have any money coming in. I'd have to save up a couple of months for it to work out, but I can't do it. TFM page 1. Someone made a point. He will never be in scale, so there's no reason for him to be so big. Yeah, I know. TFM page. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the part. I really appreciate you coming on in. Flat 75. I slapped mine on my flexible friend. My wife wasn't too happy. I bet she wasn't. Dog kids, not worth going into debt over. No, it's not. It isn't. Later, everyone. See you later, TFM page. Thank you again for coming on. Take care of yourself. I think I might probably pop off soon myself. Originally I was only going to come on for about 20 minutes because I didn't realise there'd be this many people available at this time, especially during the week. But I'll give it another 10 minutes or something like that, and I'll probably knock it on the head for today. But so far, it's been a really good and really fun and insightful chat. I've not done one of these for a while. It's been at least over a month since I did a live stream on this channel, and I'm starting slowly to get back into my reviews again. There's been big gaps in between my videos lately, and I've been trying to kind of get some reviews out, and that's why there hasn't been as many live streams. Dog kids, do you collect comics, John? Not as much. I do have some Transformers comics, and I'm currently reading the new Beast Wars comics book. I've got the first 2 issues of that. Issues 3 and 4 of that comic book are apparently on the way to me, but I'm still waiting for them, so I've got no idea when they're going to get to me. But I pre-ordered from issue 3 to 6 on of that comic book series. So yeah, I'm currently collecting the new Beast Wars comic book. I've got the Wreckers. I've got the Last Stand of the Wreckers comic book. I've got all of that as well. But yeah, I don't have many comics. I have the odd. I've got the odd like trade here and there as well, like trade back or whatever. But I'm more into the toys than the comics. What comic books do you have, Dog Kids? How many comics do you have? What are you currently collecting, comic book wise? Currently reading and such. Dog Kids, all titles. I have all Marvel run and most of all IDW. Wow. 30 away from completing my UKTF run. Bloody hell. That's great. That is really cool, man. I mean, yeah, like I say, I've got nothing like that. Plus, I don't really have the room for that many comic books, unfortunately. I'm hoping probably some point in the near future I can maybe sort myself out and get myself my own place. Get my own place. I can probably have my own dedicated little area for my collection and collecting. But until then, unfortunately, I've got to put up with this small room, and I don't know when that will come true. I need to sort out a full-time job first because I'm currently part-time, and I only work 3 days a week, and there's been no overtime. So yeah, I can't really run a house on that really. So I need to wait. Unfortunately, for I need to wait until I'm in a better paying job, really. Yeah, it does take up room. It all takes up room. I mean, like I say, I buy stuff and I really want to keep it, and then I end up a few months later having to sell it because I just don't have the room. So I'm really, really careful of what I buy at the moment. The stuff that I currently have now is stuff that I don't plan on selling anytime soon, but there's going to come a time where I'm going to have to, and I don't like that. Okay, it's still in lockdown here till mid-June, we hope. Yeah, well, here in the UK, we're hoping that here in the UK, we're hoping. I think it's June 21st. I think it is. I think it's June 21st, late June. Hopefully, we're on the way out, like the way out scenario. So no going back, no more lockdowns. It's going to be like that's it. We're out. But there's been some cases, like there's been not loads, but there's been some cases of this Indian version. I don't know if anyone's seen it on the news about this Indian variant. Apparently, there's been a few cases that are positive cases here in the UK with the Indian variant. So at the moment, they're keeping an eye on that to see if it gets worse or if it's contained well. But at the moment, cinemas have reopened. All shops and restaurants and bars are now open. You can sit inside them, but you can only be in a party of 6. The only thing that isn't really going forward yet until later on in the year would be like events like Comic Cons and things of that nature. But I'm still hoping that Scotland Comic Con in October still goes forward. I really do hope. But we shall see. Sorry about that, guys. I just got tagged in something on Facebook, so just replying. What's going on in the chat here? All right. Thanks for chatting, Dog Kids. Have a great one. Here's hoping we all win the lotto. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Dog Kids. It's always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. I don't know if you're still here, Graham, but there's the missing numbers he has for the UK Transformers comics in the chat there. Well then, I think it's probably a good time now to knock this on the head. We are now at 100. We're now at an hour and 10 minutes just gone. Later one's harder to track down. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody that joined me. Thank you to Dog Kids, Graham, Collector75, Jace, TF Fan Page 101, somebody else, wasn't they? Decepticon Queen. There's somebody else, I know there was. Oh yeah, Sleeping Collectibles. And I think there was another one. There we are, the review spot, yeah. So everybody that joined me and spoke to me and commented in this live chat, thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. So thank you to all of you. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you again for the last hour or so. So until next time, stay awesome, stay safe. More videos, more reviews is coming very, very soon. I'm planning on doing a review on Dinobot, Beast Wars Dinobot soon, and Rat Trap and Black Arachnia. Once I've reviewed all them, then I'm pretty much up to date on my Kingdom recent purchases. And then once I've done that, I can then move on to other figures that I have yet to review. So thank you very much for the support. Always a pleasure. And also a big, big thank you for I'm at 402 subscribers now on the channel. I've already kind of mentioned in my Cyclonus review, said a big thank you during that review, but I just want to say here while I'm live on here, huge thank you for the support over the years. Thank you very much to those that have subscribed, that have been there from the beginning, been there from right kind of like in the middle, and those that have joined Move in the recent couple of years. Thank you very much to everybody for the support. I mean, 400 subscribers, just over 400 subscribers, is absolutely unbelievable. I never thought my channel would ever reach such a number, and I am honored and privileged to have a great audience, a bunch of awesome friends. I don't call you subscribers, I call you friends, because that's what you are. You are my friends. So thank you very, very much to everybody for the support over the years. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much again. So until next time, stay awesome, and I'll be back very soon with more live streams and more reviews. Peace out. See you soon.